All right, so what we've done is we've moved our way just a little to the west from where we were at the road. I've never noticed this before, but basically we have what appears to be some concrete remains here. I don't know if these are associated with the railway. They could be. So at Dona here, there was a water tank. I don't know if there was anything else. The dog is hooked up on the... Come here, Lynn. I'm gonna hook the dog here because it's kind of driving me bonkers. Luna, come here. Don't go in there. I don't know what the heck this is. Some sort of wooden structure, some sort of form, and you can see all the concrete around it. You can see all the concrete that's pushed in here. It almost looks like this could have been part of a coal bunker, or a planned coal bunker, or a coal tower. Like there's something, like you don't generally find all this concrete in the area, but it's kind of a ways away from the road, so again, there could have been something coming off of here. Not particularly sure what the heck this would be, but again, I'm assuming it had to be something railway related. You can see the holes in the top that are sort of punched through the, and you can see the rebar that's underneath. So yeah, this is kind of unusual. All right, so as we're back out here on the road, one of the things that I forgot to mention about Dona was where we are on the line in terms of the mileage. Now, one of the confusing things about this line was the mileages. So originally, Dona was located at milepost 26.4. But the mileages kept changing because some of the terminal points of the line kept changing as well. And so if you actually go onto the website, you'll see a whole bunch of different mileages listed, simply because it was ever changing, depending on from Grand Trunk, then from the Canadian government railways, and then to Canadian national railways. Also, Dona was again part of the naming pattern that Grand Trunk Pacific used, so the alphabetical naming. So Dona was at the D station, right? So basically Crest to the south, and then Ellis to the west, right? So Crest to the east, Dona, and then Ellis. Okay, so let's continue pushing our way up to the north. So again, at Dona, there was quite a few things. So Dona was the first really significant station outside of Fort William. So again, we had the station down there, the Grand Trunk Type E, probably built between 1910 and 1912. We have a water tank, which we're going to be taking a look at. And then right here, and again, there is a picture of this on my website. I think it's right here, yeah. So what we have is we have another neat feature. So I don't know if you can see some concrete jutting out of the ground. So this is the remains of the section house that was here. And so if we work our way over here, we can see it a little bit better. Kind of tough with the dog who wants to go in between the trees. So you can see this pretty large size foundation. I remember when we came here about 5 years ago, we're not sure what the heck this was, but pretty sure now that it's the foundation for the section house. You can see the cutout here, so probably would have been the door. I think the picture that I have actually shows it from this side, so that very well might be in the entrance. You can see these notches where you had some of the beams that were spanning across the structure. So maybe here you can see it a little bit better. You can see those notches for the beams to support the probably support the floor joists. Okay, so I don't know if we can see much more here. We're on the western side. I thought we could see it a little bit better, but basically we just see a bunch of trees that are kind of growing up. I think we had a better view from the other side. So in any case, we're gonna head back up to the road and continue working our way to the north. All right, here we go. So we're making our way north here. So again, leaving the section house area behind here. Again, you can see the nature of the geography of the area. Very, very rocky, but also lots of sand. So there was obviously some quarrying work, some quarrying operations that were done in here. You can see it's all sort of dug out. I don't know if that was done at the time that the railway line was active, or if that was done later on when they were, you know, building the road here. You can see that we have yet another rock cut that's coming up. It is very difficult to do this and manage the dog at the same time. She wants to pull all the time. We're out of the wind here, so now I'm starting to feel like I'm going to overheat. So again, here we're coming up to this next rock cut. And so this is the only other place that the station could have been, but just by the looks of the geography here, there's no way it could have been. Everything kind of falls off too steeply, so the station would have, right, and looks like there's a creek down there, right, so everything would have fallen off too steep, and judging by the perspective, we're too close to the water tank, right? So again, if you go on the website, you're going to see a picture of the station. Yeah, the rock cut doesn't match here. So you can see the rock cut on this side here. I don't know, 12 feet or so. There was some work done a few years ago. I think they widened things out here, because remember, you have the line, and then you have a siding in here as well, and you can see some of that in some of the pictures on the website. But again, it doesn't look like they widened it a huge amount, right? I mean, it doesn't look like there's a ton of space, you know, compared to what it would have been for the rail line. Rock cut here is, I don't know, probably on that side again, probably in that 12-15 foot range. Kind of unusual as well to have a station and a siding situated in a rock cut like this. It's very unusual. I don't think I've ever seen a situation like this. So here, Silverfall Road continues that way, and here the railway grade continues to the north, or the west, I guess, if you're talking in terms of the railway. So here, the railway grade is very undisturbed. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold up here for a second, and then we're going to continue working our way following the grade. Okay, so now that we've worked our way off the road, we're going to continue working our way to the north or the west according to the railway line. Luna, come here. Luna, come here. Try to keep the dog off the road. You can see the rock cut comes to an end here, right? And then we get into this embankment situation because now we're starting to approach the Dog River. So here, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera. Watch out, Lou. You can actually see the indentations from the ties. I don't know if you can get that up on the camera. It's hard for me to see on that little screen. So the grade continues this way. And again, if you want to see a photograph of this, make sure you go to visit my website, and you're going to see that. Getting a little brighter here. Maybe the sun's gonna pop up. It's kind of cloudy, which is okay because it kind of evens out the light for us. So working our way this way over here, again through this undisturbed railway grade here, where again you can see the indentations from the ties. Right here you can really see them. Put my feet right in there. And so here we have a very neat feature. We have the remains of the water tank here at Dona. So you can see it's a very, very large water tank. It's an octagonal shaped foundation, so it's very, very large foundation. Here you can see, I don't know if this is the uptake pipe or what this is here. Big plug of snow inside the middle of there. Again, it is early. It is April. All right, you can see the bolts where the wooden base of the water tank would have been attached to. Again, so you can see that sort of very octagonal shape. Maybe if I kind of go here, you can kind of see it a little bit better. So again, the amount of work, the amount of effort that was put into constructing such a large tank here. And again, this was a tank right from the beginning, right from when the railway line opened. So what we're going to do now that we've had a look at the water tank, and so again, this would have been in use right up until the spring of 1925, when service was terminated on this portion. So this section of the line was abandoned, and then the line was rerouted, and a new water tank would have been built at Ellis, which was the next station down the line.